The most awaited launch from the house of Mercedes-Benz, the E-Class, the long wheelbase is finally here into the Indian markets. And remember, it was the most eagerly awaited launch since the time it was actually teased by the team of Mercedes-Benz. And I'm joined by the CEO, Santosh Iyer. Thank you so much for joining us. And finally, we have the E-Class. How are you feeling? One of the oldest running brands in India. We still recall the value that it created in 1995. Now in 2024 we have this all new car with advanced tech features. Tell us, how do you feel?
See, frankly, it's a very special car for us. As you said, this is a car that got Mercedes-Benz to India. We have more than 50,000 E-classes on road. A lot of loyal customers love the car, and therefore a lot of expectation with the new car. So the pressure was on us to create new benchmarks. I think with this car, we have set that benchmark, be it in terms of equipment, loading, also price, a very special introductory price, so that we can really cater to the current customers who are really looking forward for this car. So for us, it's a great feeling. More importantly, my team has worked really hard to get this car for the festive season. Petrols we start delivering tomorrow, diesels end of this month, and also the third variant that we announced today comes up this year. So I think a lot of team effort to make this and continue to be the benchmark in the Indian luxury car segment.
Also, Santosh, I'd like to ask you, E200 and E220D was of course the most anticipated launch. How come you suddenly came to the launch event and dropped the bomb of E54 Matic? What was the thinking behind it? Do you think the demand for a powerful machine in the E-Class was needed? What was the rationale?
Well, it's clearly from customer feedback. We have a lot of customers who said, great rear dedication. I love to drive this car on weekend as well because it's a good driver's car. But how can I push it more? Can you get AMGs? Now, AMGs we can't get on a long wheelbase platform. So we said the best is to get the best engine, the 450 there, and put an AMG line on that car. So it is also catering to the performance enthusiasts who love to really push the car hard, at the same time enjoy the long wheelbase comfort whenever they are with their family and friends.
Well, Santosh, coming on to the point of the numbers, the best ever year for you. January to September saw 16 to 17% growth and 21% growth in the quarter. With really that product offensive that you're talking about in Falaknuma Palace last time, this has literally showed results. So, are you confident of this double-digit growth in the times to come?
No, surely. I think product offensives along with our partners really taking care of customers, this has led to these numbers. 21% growth in this quarter actually gives us a lot of confidence. Plus, I think the Diwali, the October has started on a great note. So we should continue the double-digit growth and this should be a record year for Mercedes-Benz in India.
Also, Santosh, interesting trend coming up that we see that electric luxury cars are seeing an uptrend, but towards when you see the passenger vehicle segment, it's actually declining.
Yeah.
Are you kind of feeling that people in the customers in the luxury electric vehicle segment are trying to get more money to their pockets and buy a luxury EV, or the passenger vehicle demand is separate and people are not really eyeing the luxury EVs? What is the scenario right now?
So not really. I think the same rule applies even for combustion engine. Even if you buy any mass market EV, you get more content compared to a combustion engine car. So the logic doesn't change. The difference is in luxury EVs, especially Mercedes-Benz, the range is not a challenge. Our cars in the real world range, most EQS, etc., give more than 500 kilometers. So one anxiety is taken care of. Secondly, for that intra-city topic, we have also built up some charging stations. And lastly, the customer is ready to take the leap of faith a bit more. Here, he's more risk and appetite is there to go and check out a new technology. Plus, also, I think there is also a feeling, right? A lot of people want to send their kids to school in an EV, and this kind of a trend you don't find in mass market cars. I think the product combined with trust on the brand that yes, this EV will have residual value, this EV I can own, and the company will, I think all this combination helps us to have a better penetration on EVs compared to maybe the mass market. But even there, I think brands are doing a great job, lot of innovative actions coming up. It's a matter of time where more players come with EVs, and I'm sure this trend will change there as well.
So if we take out the average, Santosh, you're clocking about 4 to 5,000 odd vehicles a month. Quarter, sorry. So will this trend continue over the next year as well? Because now the reports are started to come in that with the 2024 ending, Mercedes might have exhausted all their options, and next year we might not see much of a product offense. So what do you like to clarify?
That's true. We have many products already into market, but most of them are young cars. So all these are new launches. So they should continue the momentum next year. On the other side, the biggest risk we see is the increase in prices because on one side logistic costs have gone up because of this Middle East crisis, and I would say the crisis happening there. On the other side, the exchange rate, if you see, the euro has become 93, 94, which used to be at 89, 90. So the price will go up, and if the price goes up, demand has a direct impact. So we have to wait and watch how the next year pans out. We will continue to excite the market. On the other hand, all of them are the fresh portfolio. So next year we have the full fresh portfolio for the full year.
And last question before I let you go, you just mentioned about the Middle Eastern tensions. How's it impacting companies like you? And with of course with this fluctuating exchange rate, any key cause of concerns for the Indian market or the global market?
No, I think our supply chain colleagues are doing a remarkable job to get the parts, components on time. There are some delays, but that adds to cost. You are air shipping components, we are trying to get them. So it is adding cost. Similarly, the exchange rate also, as I mentioned, because of this, will add more cost, which means at some point we have to transfer this to the market. And when that we do, say we increase prices by 4%, 3%, then of course what happens to demand? And that's something that we have to really watch, wait and watch. But now festive season, we want to go all in. Currently there is a lot of positive momentum, and maybe after the season then we evaluate on the pricing side.
And by what time do we expect, if the Middle Eastern tensions and the exchange rate doesn't get stable, by what time can we expect the cost be percolated to the market and eventually the customer has to pay more?
It is by December or Jan if we are not able to find a better solution. Yeah.
Well, Santosh, thank you so much for joining us. I know you have a busy schedule ahead. See you soon. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Thank you.